What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show Zoom edition. Did I say period? No, I didn't. Best Women's Boxing Show period Zoom edition. There we go. I am Cynthia Conte, one of your hosts.
And I am Jeandra LeBeauf, and it is warmer in Los Angeles, and that makes me happy. And happy to be back with you. Cyn, we're apart, but never far apart, but we're back together. It's good to be back together again.
We are matching once again. We said, we have never planned our outfits. But like you said, it's warmer there. It is warm here in Vegas, and then tomorrow's gonna be windy, and then the next couple of days will be snow and rain.
Y'all can have that. I'm not built for that. That is some scary. The idea of snow, because it's so hot there at any given time, and then it's raining, and then it's windy, and then it's flooding, and now it's snowing. See, you get 4 seasons.
Well, you know what? I was just thinking of that yesterday. I go, I've always thought, when I lived in New York, I'm like, oh, hell no. When it was like blizzard and shit, my ass came back to LA. But now it's tolerable. As long as there's no natural disaster that happens, I'll take an earthquake over anything. I can't do hurricanes. Right. I can't do tornadoes. I can't do stuff like that. Avalanches. Well, it's not. I wouldn't live in a place there is an avalanche, but you never know.
Hell no.
Mother Nature don't like us.
I was trying to think of what my craziest Vegas weather experience. I remember I went out there for a fight long time ago. I can't remember what fight it was. And I think I was staying at Mandalay, and I had to go to MGM to go pick up the credential, and that shit was flooded completely out. Like, you got out the car and there was like a foot of water.
Oh,
so everyone's getting out in their dresses, all trying to get through the thing to get to the credentials. It was terrible. It was terrible. So yeah, Vegas weather does not play around.
So Jay, run it back, because this is a really, really good run it back. But this past weekend were 2 fight of the year contenders. I believe this. The first one was on Dazn, Lee Wood, versus Mauricio Lara. Wood put his title on the line. He chose Lara. It wasn't like he was the mandatory. He chose him because, he has a monstrous punch, and it was labeled Dance with the Devil. Okay, oof. Did you end up watching it? Because I remember texting you.
Girl, I sure did. God damn. They were rumbling out there.
Crazy thing, Lee Wood was winning on the cards respectively. I mean, he boxed beautifully behind the jab. He had great footwork, and Lara it looked like he was really struggling. And then you never think twice. Yeah, it really did. That right there was a fight that would be one of the best definitions. It just takes one punch, and man, what is that thing? Oh, he wasn't folded. He went straight back and landed on his head. Yeah.
I had to get back and watch that because I was out in the mix when the fight was going on, and I saw your text and other people were texting me, and my Twitter was going crazy. I'm like, ooh, this fight is rumbling. So when I went back, it definitely didn't disappoint. Fantastic matchup. I love when we can get an early day fight and get our sweet science on early, but that was a terrific one. What do what message do you think this fight sends with that division?
Don't sleep on anyone, because that belt, don't take anyone for granted. And what I like is that Wood called him out. Don't be afraid to take these challenges, because you never know. It was the same thing. He won the belt against Conlon when that was up for grabs, and Conlon was winning the entire time. And Wood, it took one punch and it knocked Conlon out of the ring. It was one of the most terrifying punches I saw, and I was like, holy shit. But I think what foreshadowed the entire fight was the controversial throw in the towel by Ben Davison. Immediately when that happened, I was like, oh my God, he threw in the towel. I totally agreed with it. I even responded to Ben. I said it on Twitter, and of course I got shit for it. When you look at it, when I first saw it, and even the first replay, his eyes were not there. His legs were completely not there. And they said, well, he had 10 seconds left in the round. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, a minute. The ref saw something. Ben saw something. I said, he saved his fighter for another day. He saved his fighter to go back home to his family and his kids. What did you think of the stoppage?
I was fine with the stoppage because it was just looking very brutal. Those last exchanges before he threw in the towel, he looked a little bit out on his feet. I would rather the fighter be safe. Ben Davison is someone with great judgment. He's worked with Tyson Fury. He's worked with lots of different people. He has a very deep connection with his fighters. That was a great thing about his relationship with Fury. And he saw something, and we're not there. We're watching on TV. We're not seeing close up. This man is with his fighter every single day in the gym. He knows how he responds to things, and he saw something he didn't like, so he threw in the towel. I would rather have that situation and you be mad at me than I don't stop it and you have long-term effects. I mean, there's no win for losing, but as far as the stoppage, I'm with you. I was okay with it.
Yeah, even Lee Wood, he put it out on Twitter. He said, you know, this was a fight, and he's like, and also, I I respect the decision, and I agree with what Ben Davison did. He saw something, and now I'm home with my kids. So you know what? For all the couch potatoes and all the keyboard warriors that either have never been in the ring or they have been in the ring, but they understand it's like in that split moment, Ben Davison had to figure out. It's literally, I mean, it's really life or death. It's
exactly.
of course, Lara. I was like, I thought Lara was like celebrating and trying to fight people in the crowd. It's actually Josh Warrington. He's and Mauricio admitted he spat at Josh Warrington, and then they were gonna get in a fight, and now Josh Warrington's saying it's personal. So maybe we'll see them in the ring.
Little razzle dazzle. I love a little drama. It always makes for a great build up to a fight. So yeah, keep it rolling because we need fights. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and the Mexican. Oh,
wait, hold on. Do you want to go pee? Let me just let this dog out.
The Mexicans did it again. When they fly to the UK, they're coming for blood. Lara, this is like 2-0, 3-0. I don't know, but
yeah.
Usually, and you know what? I gotta cheer for them because they're always the underdog, but they bring it. They bring that Mexican style. So I think it was a great matchup.
I'm all for anything. I like when the apple cart gets upset. It makes the sport far more interesting.
We love that.
You know, we love it.
We love that. And then the next one, Golden Boy had his fight at the Fox Theater in Pomona. Another one, and Oscar De La Hoya said it even before when the socials were coming out. He's like, "This is gonna be fight of the year," because we know it was Luis Nery versus Hovhannisyan, Crazy A, and we all know Nery. There was a WBC strap on the line. These men, there were punches and bunches. I was really shocked that Azat decided to try to box Nery because Nery is a really good boxer, but he's also a really good puncher. That was a bloody fight.
They were rumbling. They were rumbling. All I saw was my whole Twitter was just, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, oh hell yeah, this is lit.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, Crazy A. It's just Nery was able to get rock, or actually, Azat was able to rock Nery. I think it was in the 8th round. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I don't know what was happening. I mean, obviously there were so many punches coming his way, but they were both throwing. And at one point, I'm like, okay, I think maybe this fight needs to stop because the blood was just gushing. Nery didn't even look like he got punched, and he did get hurt, but it didn't look as brutal as Azat. But
I didn't expect that fight to look anything like that. Like, I mean, not to discount. I didn't discount Hovhannisyan by any means, but like you said, the style switch up and it made for a far more entertaining fight. It makes me wonder, you know, if he had stuck, was that their original game plan to throw him off by making it for him to box? But what ended up happening is he landed some big punches that really hurt Nery. Nery had enough to pull it out, but I want to see it again. I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
I would love to see it.
Probably not going to give it to him again, but I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
No, I don't think he will, because you have Naoya Inoue and Cool Boy Steph, so those are much bigger names, bigger paydays. The one thing that I was trying to figure out, since Azat was a switch hitter, I'm like, why isn't he going southpaw? Maybe give Nery a different look. And he even said, I know he's wanting me to do something. And I'm like, switch up the game plan. But I'm not the one in the ring. I'm glad that the ref stopped it. A lot of people are saying maybe the stoppage was a little too premature. Dude, this he had like that devilish, demonic smile. You see it with the blood, and he's like, and that's when he got hit with the left hook. I tweeted at left hooks. We're dropping a lot of people yesterday on Saturday.
That was a violent fight. It was great. You know, if you are a person who likes that type of combat back and forth, rock'em sock'em style, that was the fight for you, and definitely early contender for fight of the year. Terrific fight. Terrific matchmaking.
It really is. It was such a good day of fights. I was just, I was pleasantly surprised, and not surprised. I was actually really fucking happy because it was a really good day of fights. Now, okay, this was not on the agenda, but I do want to bring it up because I did see it on the timeline, and I texted to you the new Dazn prices.
Man, if they don't get all the way to hell out of here with that damn, what is it, $249 for the year, and pay-per-views are in addition to, y'all not Showtime. I need to see like Shameless or some other shows, or HBO, The Last of Us. If there was some other programming like that, then, maybe you can justify the price. Maybe it could be part of a cable package, but for that, and not even Canelo, and then it's the advertising. You got Canelo and Ryan and them all on the advertising. We ain't seeing them for the $249 or however much it costs. We got to pay extra. I'm not doing it.
Let me pull it up. So the monthly saver plan is $19.99 a month on a 12-month contract. So then
so you can't even get the $19.99 for 1 month and cancel. You have to commit to the year to get that price. That's shady as hell.
Okay, and then the annual super saver is $224.99 a year.
Bleep all that.
And then
all that.
Flexible pass is $24.99 for the month. You pay monthly, cancel with 30 days notice. So I noticed a lot of people were doing this even before this package came out, and it was still charging their cards. When they canceled, you have to give a 30-day notice. I feel like you're technically paying for 2 months, and then you are hoping. It's like a gym membership.
I was just going to say that. You got to bring like a death certificate or something, or proof that you moved away just to get out of the contract. I'm sorry. Dazn is ridiculous for that. That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That doesn't even encompass the pay-per-views.
And so, I pay for all these stupid apps. Yes, I pay for Dazn. Yes, I pay for Showtime. And then when Showtime actually merged with Paramount Plus, it wasn't a big secret, but I wish Showtime said, you know what, you can watch our fights since we merged our plans. I was paying for 2 separate plans, $10.99 a month on Showtime and Paramount Plus. I don't even know, $5.99, $6.99, I don't know, but there's going to be a Paramount Plus or some shit. So I was able to cancel that. And I was like, oh my God, I just saved money. And then I'm like looking at this email, I'm like,
they have lost their damn mind. I'm sorry. That makes no business sense to me.
They bought the NFL, but it's not going to come to me because I have NFL. I can watch it here because we're in the States. Those are for the people out in across the pond. I don't watch rugby. I don't watch snooker. I don't watch darts. I mean, once in a while darts, but not like I know what I'm doing. I just watch it to watch it. Like drunk throwing. And then football, I can watch it on Paramount Plus. And it's like La Liga, the female league.
They're crazy. I mean, it's just there's nothing else to warrant it.
There's nothing else. And I just, if Dazn was putting out movies, like they got rights to series and stuff that like Netflix and all of them, then maybe, but 200, it's when I saw it on my annual billing on my phone, I was like, that's a lot.
That's too much.
So I don't know.
It's too much.
Yeah, even the monthly is a lot. So and someone said, I don't mind paying for fights on Dazn like this. I go, Dazn has to have bangers just like this every month for a year for me to say, okay, it's worth $225 out of pocket. Because even if they're like pay the $25, I don't remember to cancel stuff. It just automatically bills. So it's going to cost me more money.
But just the idea that you have to give notice to cancel. What if they don't get your notice? Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't get your notice to cancel, so we kept charging you. And then now it gets to a place where they're going to try to affect your credit and stuff, like just the gym membership. That's shady and it's foul, and I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I love Dazn, but it's just, you got to give us something a little bit more for just the people that don't watch all the other sports. Like,
yeah.
Like,
give us an American discount for all the stuff that we can get on the regular TV. Can we get like a like 40% off? Because I don't need DAZN to watch, like you said, I don't need DAZN to watch football. If I want to watch darts or some shit like that, I'm gonna watch on YouTube. Like, what is the value? Right. Like, truly, what is the value? And then I remember a whole lot of commentary. I haven't seen Eddie Hearn say much about it, but Matchroom and DAZN were so intertwined that, you know, you see one, you see the other. He hasn't said much about it. I remember their whole campaign was free, 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 free. Ain't shit. This is more than, I don't know how much Showtime is because, you know, it's part of our package, but it's on our TV. Like, you're paying for cable and you're getting all the cable channels, Showtime's extra, and you get Showtime. This is $224 in addition to if you've got cable, if you've got Wi-Fi.
Expensive. Your phone. Your phone. Even ESPN Plus, I always bitch because when it was like $49.99 or $49.99 and now it's $69.99, but it's ESPN Plus.
I'll take that all day over to at least ESPN. I know ESPN has some stuff I want to watch.
Yeah.
I know for a fact there's things there that I want to watch. Like even just some of the fights that come on the Plus that aren't part of the network. Okay, it's included with your cost of subscription. Same with UFC or college basketball or any of those things. This is a bunch of baloney, and DAZN, walk it back because this ain't it.
This was our talk our shit.
We poor.
Right. I mean, honestly, DAZN was a very big goal to try to get it, you know, because it was a new app, and I get it, but inflation is a bitch. We ain't getting paid a lot.
Folks everything are trying to survive out here, not for no $224.
Eddie Hearn did say something about people bitching, complaining, but it's just the cost of business. And I get it. But I'm like, I simply can't afford that. Since, you know, people got kids and it's just.
Tell me this, Cynthia. Tell me this. Who do we get to see for the 224 instead of in terms of just boxing? What fighters do we get to see? We ain't seeing Canelo, pay-per-view star. We're not seeing Ryan, pay-per-view star, and he's really going to be a pay-per-view star after this Tank fight. If it goes off, they're going to fight again. And
that's going to be on pay-per-view. DAZN
it's going to be pay-per-view. Who else is over there? Golovkin, pay-per-view. Who else is over? Anthony Joshua, pay-per-view. Who are we actually getting for the 224? Tell us in the comments.
And that's
because maybe I'm just stupid.
And that's the hardest part, is that you have to have the DAZN to pay even the lowest, $19.99 on top of the pay-per-view of $74, whatever it is. And I can understand like HBO, but HBO had great content. Showtime.
HBO has content in addition to sports, in addition to, not to mention the all access stuff, and HBO was 24/7. Same with Showtime. They have other things. They have other things we can watch. Movies, series, old stuff, new stuff. HBO Max got all kind of crazy stuff you can watch now. So I don't know, DAZN.
And it's really hard because I was reading it on the timeline this past weekend because everyone was just like, wow. And, you know, people I know, people both you and I know that are writers, have been in this business, that have always, I mean, they sadly have never had to pay for so many things until now. They're like, we have to cancel it. It made sense until it doesn't make sense. And I was like, should we talk about this? But I go, it is a hot topic that everyone is
we absolutely should, because we're
consumers also. We're not just reporters, we're consumers. So we have to pay for this. It's not like you guys think we get free shit. I wish we did.
Thank you. Exactly. Every time we watch the fights and cover the fights, if we're going to the fight, we're paying for our flights, our expenses, and as we should. This is a choice we made for our business.
Absolutely.
However, if we are at our homes like you, we are paying just like you. We are subscribing to all of those. We don't have free subscriptions to anything. We just chalk it up as a cost of doing business. But the cost now does not, I mean, and that's not to say we're not going to talk about the DAZN fights, not at all. But we going to catch them how we catch them.
Yeah.
Because $224 is a lot of money for that. And it's not allowing me access to other types of content. So I just want to know, tell us in the comments, who are we getting for the 224? Because we're not getting Canelo, we're not getting Joshua, we're not getting Golovkin, we're not getting Ryan, we're not getting who else does Hearn have? It's only a matter of time before we don't get Alicia.
Oh.
It's only a matter of time.
That's probably like, Taylor Serrano. It's going to be
Taylor Serrano. The women, back to the women. The women are going to have to carry the whole shit on their backs because all those other people are pay-per-view fights, and then when it's not making any money, oh my God, we put the women on the card. The women didn't.
Yeah, we're going to have to put them on the undercard.